What's up, Forge Nation? Carter here from Forge 4x4. We are in Pioneertown, California on a beautiful day. It's outside of Joshua Tree. You can see some of the Joshua trees in that old Western style town behind me. I love this place. We're gonna do a little bit of exploring and then hit the trail because we're gonna go from here all the way up to Big Bear in Atlas, our Ram 1500 Rebel. We got a ton of gear and we're gonna see how it performs on the trail, so stick around as we take Atlas off-roading up to Big Bear.
Well, when she wrapped her loving arms around my neck on the dance floor at Chelsea's bar, I should have turned her away, but how was I to say? I was fire and she was gasoline.
Enough, let's hit the trail. All right, we've been on the trail for about 45 minutes an hour, went up some awesome canyons, couple little obstacles. This guy is ripping it up. Like, having as much gear as we have in the truck, it's handling the trail really well. We went down to 32 PSI. We could probably go a little bit lower, but I'd rather stay higher and make sure we don't get it flat. There's some really cool things on the trail, like these arsenic piles. This is the mine runoff. You have that red dirt, and this is a little obstacle course that you can take your rig on. We're not going to do it with this guy, especially with all the gear. There's a bunch of stuff around here, from Joshua trees with a mix of like pine, and we're starting to get into like more alpine. It's a really cool trail. I'm liking it a lot. The number of Joshua trees, and they look so freaking healthy, is unreal. In the desert, you have some that are dying that aren't that great. Up here, they're absolutely gorgeous. So if you ever go from Pioneertown to Big Bear, make sure you give yourself some time. We're racing sunlight a little bit. I don't really want to set up camp when it's dark. It's just personal preference. But so far, so good. We're gonna whip the drone up, get some drone footage around here, and I'll show you the little obstacle course. But overall, I'm super impressed. We got another about hour to go, and it takes a little bit longer when we're filming. But overall, Atlas it's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Over my shoulder is Big Bear Lake, California. We made it from Pioneer up to Big Bear through the Burns Canyon. The Ram Rebel ripped up the trail. We never bottomed out once. The clearance, the size of the tires, everything makes this an unreal overlanding beast. If you wanted to, you could take this thing on any BLM land. What brings me back to off-roading and overlanding and why I love this so much is I've been to Big Bear probably 250 times in my life, and I've never gone up that trail. There's so many places to see, there's so many different trails out there that all you gotta do is take your rig, go stock or modify it, and explore the wild. This has been really fun. I'm excited to go see our peeps over at Olaf Events. Till next time, make sure to bring on the wild. If you don't like my microphone setup, you could go pound sand. It smells like freedom and something inappropriate. What's up, Forge Nation? Carter here from Forge 4x4. We got Atlas and Olaf Events up in Big Bear, California. We're at Holcolmb Valley Ranch. This is an awesome event for overlanders. You got to check them out. But I'm seeing so many fantastic vendors here and so many great products. I might end up spending way too much money, but this is how it works. This is how we find out the mods and other things to add to our sweepstakes rigs, by going and seeing firsthand the small startups, the other up-and-comers, and everything else. This place is a treasure trove of overlanding gear, and I know you guys love those gadgets, gears, and accessories. So without further ado, let's check out what's happening in the overland world. I'm with Mike from Shower Pouch. We saw your camper here. This thing is freaking legit. Had to come check it out. And then also that hooked us into your product. Super rad. Walk me through what you did to build this unreal camper.
Gosh. So right before obviously the pandemic took over, I was able to get a Ram 3500 turbo diesel. I went with the mega cab. Surprisingly, people didn't want that. So I was able to get a good deal on that one. Then I partnered with Carly to do the suspension. So I went with
Nice.
the pin top suspension.
Yeah.
Also went with the 37 Wild Peaks, and did some upgrades. Add a leaf, did the airbags. I wanted the thing to be really cushy.
Wow. How long was the process?
Oh God! From placing the order, 3 months.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Other camper companies, you're talking 12 months, a year out.
Yeah.
So the turnaround was pretty crazy. But I wanted to go with this platform versus the other platforms because of the materials.
Yeah.
They only use composite materials, aluminum, and stainless steel. So no staples, no wood. This thing is built like a tank. It's built like a seaboat.
So, and
Yeah.
inside, you got a queen size mattress. You have a
Queen-size
shower,
mattress.
a toilet, and you could go anywhere.
Exactly.
Literally anywhere. The clearance on this thing is better than most Jeeps. This is insane.
Exactly. And you almost forgot, I have a dinette as well. I can
Oh,
fit 4
how dare me.
people.
I'm sorry. Sorry to offend you.
So I've definitely taken my camping to the next level of glamping, right?
Yeah.
So pull up, hot water.
Why do you even need a
heat.
house? You don't need a house.
Hey,
You're fine.
Hey, that's the goal. That's eventually a goal. But to be able to pull my toys, to be able to have a one-up rack, to be able to bring my, my mountain bike and everything, and just bring stuff out for the family. Yeah, it just makes it super fun.
I'm surprised that you have a shower in there when your shower pouches, after smelling them and seeing the quality. You got bamboo, vegan, hypoallergenic, pH balanced.
Yeah.
Why do you even need a shower, man?
Dude, I mean, it's about water conservation, believe it or not.
Yeah.
So most people who are camping only can carry like maybe 10 gallons to maybe up to 20 gallons. So if you want to extend the range of your time, it's usually limited based off how much fuel you got and how much water you got.
Yep.
So if I can take that from a week to now 2 weeks and then supplement the water that I would use for my showers with body wipes, hey, I mean, it's a win-win.
Let's check these out. It's hard to explain on video, but the smell of these. Unscented for your hunters out there, but yeah, there's no scent at all.
Right.
And you could reuse it if you go and wash it after the
Wash
fact.
it with your dirty clothes, give it a second life, you
Yeah.
know? So whether you turn into a shop rag or you turn into another shower pouch, because we list the ingredients. It's allergens, tea tree oil, witch hazel, willow bark. You can't, it's very simple. My mom used to say if you can't read it, you shouldn't eat it. Same thing should be applied about what you put on your skin. A lot of the ingredients we have is sitting at your house. Everything is made in the USA.
Nice.
Our contract manufacturers in California, our non-woven suppliers in North Carolina, all the delays, shipping delays of shipping stuff internationally, China, wherever, we don't have those same problems. We're working with vendors that we have great quality control, great relationship with. If we need to go see them, we can just drive down the street. Yeah.
You gotta check them out. Shower pouch. Just showerpouch.com. Where else can you pick them up?
Yeah, theshowerpouch.com. Amazon is a good retail partner for us. Then obviously our website.
Yeah.
We have like GTFO right next door. They also carry our products. So we're trying to find like boutique brands or stores that celebrate the adventure lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great, dude. I don't know what I like more, the friggin' 37s and the beast of a Cummins Mega Cab, or this camper. This is like my dream setup. If you want to see us give away one of these in the future, you got to smash that like and subscribe button. All right, I'm here with Sam from Overland Rough Racks. We saw first the wrap really brought us in. Love that black camo wrap, but the racks are what kept us here. This rack setup is ridiculous. How did you think of it? You're a fabricator by trade, but how did you end up with this design?
It's been a long time coming. I started out with this big giant thing, an abyss, because I started with the backflip. And the backflip, I wanted to work with the tonneau cover with the rack. I built something, and it was just a monster. So I created a user group to give me some guidance in the overlanding community. And they said, hey, Sam, the fitment is correct in how you're doing it, but it needs to angle in, it needs to do a few things. So I met with them for about 2 or 3 months. After that, I said, I'm done, thanks guys, and now I'm gonna go my way.
Yeah.
And my whole idea was to build it modular. You're supposed to knock it down, ship flat, build it something big, grandiose, and strong.
Yeah.
And it just kept taking a life of its own. I did a ton of research, and I've done this all within a year. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, I love it. There's so many different MOLLE panels, and the modular design is great because now you don't have to worry about fitment on 1,000 different vehicles.
Yeah.
You can make it more like, okay, get it to the spec, and we have a couple different modular pieces that are going to fit depending on what you're doing.
Yeah, customer experience for one, and the idea, I run a customer experience like it's a concierge service. You pull in, everything on the truck here is reachable through me, and a lot of overlanders don't know where to get things. I've tested all the gear, and I've come up with what I feel is a nice offer, price point, durability, flexibility. You can take anything right now in the industry with this bolt pattern, and you can bolt it on.
Well, and what I really love, because we had some issues with our tonneau cover,
Yes.
that we couldn't go around the road armor
Yeah.
pillars. We had to find a specific one that mounted on the inside. This, you actually have What brand is the
Yeah,
retracts?
Roll Lock, and it's actually the E series, and it's a button and it's
Oh.
retractable. That's sort of the lazy man. It's
fancy.
It's
That's
fancy. You could stop. But I
Yeah.
partnered with Roll Lock about probably 4 months ago, and what I did, I've self-funded this business, and I bought everything on the truck to test it. So it was really a biased position, because if you're represented by them, then all of a sudden you're building around just that, and you're
Yeah.
really leaning towards. I've been through them all. I have backflip, I have the rough country, I had retracts. Came up with this fantastic version. We've been able to integrate tonneau cover, internal molly panels, integrated water, chase lights and work lights, riser panels, riser pockets here. You also have risers for the awnings, and what this allows me to do is I have other vendors with other rack manufacturers now saying, hey, can I buy those from you, because we want to lift the tent, we want to put lights on them.
Yeah.
We can turn it this way, we can hook a mounting to it. So everything we've
That's great.
done,
The versatility is huge.
common bolt pattern, matches all the products in the industry. Rarely do I have to drill a hole. Rarely.
Yeah. Moving to the front, you're going to notice on the top of this Silverado is another rack, and something you probably haven't seen before. We got a solar panel that looks like it goes on the inside.
Yeah,
it just rolls right. How does that work?
Okay, so right now, I could chase the sun, depending on where it's coming from. You ideally park where you need to, knowing which
Yeah.
way the sun is, and that's how you park, and you can chase the sun all day.
And you got a home run right to the battery on that?
Yeah, we go right to a lithium battery in the back, and so I have an isolator and a battery pack. Turn on the car, DC to DC power, charges up the battery, you start whole, and when you turn it off, then you start drawing against it.
Nice. That is
And then
awesome.
the last thing we're going to do now, we're going to make an extension piece for this as well, is that when we articulate it, we're going to put another panel over this, and we're going to flip it open, and now I have 150, 175, and that'll articulate again, same way.
That's great. That is
And
awesome,
this is
man.
for full-size trucks. They've been neglected for quite some time, so I decided to really stick with this and
Yeah.
go with it. So
Well, we have our Ram Rebel, and we love wheeling it, but we definitely need some more shit like this. This is great.
let's do it.
All right, dude.
Appreciate it. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
That's right. You Jeepers are gonna absolutely love this. Check out this modular system by American Adventure Lab. You have the flip and slide. This entire thing flips over, slides in, throw a fridge or a cooler on here. Each one of these drawers is modular. So what's cool about that is you could take each one out individually or load it up if you're going on a longer trip, and you have a ton of room for storage. It's all neat, it's all clean, and relatively cost effective. And this table is really rad because it comes down, everyone's seeing the table, but with the Red Vision by Red Arc, you could actually monitor your solar inputs, your battery levels, everything in one place. So clean, love the color, love the design, the quality is fantastic. Molly panels everywhere. It has the Overlander in mind, and that's what I love. So check these guys out, this is rad. It's not only for Jeeps, they have different systems for different platforms. You Yoda gang out there are gonna love this. Love the look and the feel of this drawer system. They don't waste any space. It literally fits perfectly, and that's what I love.